Today's tip, I want to talk about housing affordability. A lot of buyers are out there or are thinking about getting into the market, and maybe you're on the fence, you're a little cautious because the market is interesting. You hear about all the distressed properties, the foreclosures, the short sales, and you think, wow, are more going to come out? Should I wait to buy? What should I do? So I wanted to just explain affordability of housing right now. Number one is there's an $8,000 tax credit for first-time home buyers, $6,500 tax credit for qualified move-up buyers. That tax credit expires April 30th. It means you have to have a written accepted offer by April 30th and close by June 30th to get the $8,000. If you don't do that, you don't get the $8,000. And some of you might be like, yeah, I really want the $8,000. And some are like, well, housing prices are going to go down. I might just want to wait and get a lower price, which is okay. But what I've been noticing, and at least in the first-time home buyer price range, the prices haven't really been going down. They've stabilized in some of them. In fact, most of the areas are actually starting to come up a little bit. Now, it'll be interesting to see what happens after April 30th, but I don't think they're going to drop $20,000 or $30,000 more on a $100,000 or $150,000 house. Could they drop a little bit? Maybe. They probably will stay pretty close to the same. But we need to look at another thing about affordability. Right now, interest rates have been right around 5% if you've got the optimal credit, and this is going to change. The interest rates will be going up, just how the government's purchasing securities and issuing bonds. The interest rates will likely go up, possibly within 2-3 months, to 6.5%. Now, if that happens, and you buy a $100,000 house at 5%, compared to a $100,000 house at 6.5%, your payment goes way up, and you're actually going to be spending more if you had a lower price in the house at 6.5% than if you paid $100,000 at 5%. So say a $100,000 house goes down to $90,000 in June, but your interest rate's higher. Your payment's going to be higher at that $90,000. You're not going to get the tax credit. That means right now houses are more affordable. There's still a lot of options out there. I do see more listings coming out into the market. So if you've been looking and not finding anything, a lot of these areas, they're starting to become more listings. Sure, a lot of them are foreclosures and short sales, and some people don't want to do with that. But there's also a lot of good listings that the sellers are starting to drop the price down on, making these houses affordable. So it's really important to be aware that interest rates could go up, tax credit goes away. Even if prices go down a little bit, it's actually going to be more costly in the long run not to buy a house now if you really can buy one. Some of these houses, like when I mentioned the $100,000 or $90,000 houses, that's less than most people are paying for rent. I know people are renting townhomes for $850 a month, where if they bought that same townhome for $80,000, their payment would be $750 or $700. So they'd be saving money. So if you've had the credit and you're renting in that situation, well, you're saving money to own. These are all things to consider, and you want to do the right thing. If you don't know you're going to be in that area, I can understand not buying a house. But if you feel you're going to be in the area, you've got a stable job, you've got the credit, now is a very affordable time to buy. One of the most affordable times in history, and it's something to consider. I'm Chuck Karstensen with the Discovery team. Give me a call if I can help you out.